Ladies and gentlemen, tonight isn't just another night. No, tonight is the night, your night. The night you decide to step up, break through, and take control of your destiny. We're standing at the edge of 2025, a brand new year filled with endless possibilities, untapped potential, and opportunities just waiting for you to claim them. But let me ask you something. How many times have you told yourself, this is the year I change everything, only to fall back into old habits? Clarity is power. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the most talented, the most intelligent, or even the most experienced. They are the ones who have absolute clarity about what they want. They know their destination before they take the first step. Without clarity, people drift through life. Think about how many times have you set a goal only to abandon it halfway through because you weren't entirely sure why you wanted it in the first place? How often have you started down a path only to find yourself second guessing if it was the right one? That's what happens when you lack clarity. You end up wasting time, energy, and resources moving in circles instead of making progress. The first step to success is defining exactly what success looks like for you. Not for your parents, not for society, not for anyone else, just you. If you don't have a clear vision of where you want to go, how will you ever get there? It's like setting off on a cross-country road trip without a destination. You might move, but will you ever arrive? Clarity eliminates distractions. When you know what you want, you stop chasing things that don't align with your vision. You stop saying yes to things that drain your energy and pull you away from your true path. You develop laser focus, and that focus allows you to move faster with purpose and determination. Every great achiever in history had a crystal clear vision. Steve Jobs didn't just want to build computers. He wanted to create revolutionary products that changed the way people interacted with technology. Oprah Winfrey didn't just want to be a TV host. She wanted to inspire and uplift millions. Elon Musk doesn't just build cars or rockets. He has a vision for the future of humanity. These people didn't stumble into success. They saw it before it became reality. When you gain clarity, decision-making becomes effortless. You don't waste time agonizing over choices because you already know what aligns with your ultimate goal. You don't let fear dictate your actions because your vision is stronger than your doubts. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence creates action. Most people struggle with clarity because they're afraid to commit to a single vision. They fear making the wrong choice. But here's the truth. No decision is permanent. You can refine, adapt, and evolve your vision as you grow. What matters is starting with something clear enough to drive you forward. To gain clarity, you need to ask yourself powerful questions. What do I truly want? What excites me? What am I willing to fight for? If I could achieve anything in the next 12 months, what would it be? These questions force you to dig deep and uncover your true desires, not just the ones you think you should have. Another way to develop clarity is by eliminating mental clutter. Too many people try to figure out their future while drowning in distractions, social media, endless opinions, constant comparisons. You must create space for real thinking. Spend time alone, journal your thoughts, visualize your ideal future. Let your mind clear so you can hear your own voice instead of the noise around you. Clarity is not just about knowing what you want, it's about knowing why you want it. When your reasons are strong enough, you'll find the courage to push through any obstacle. People who lack clarity give up at the first sign of struggle. But when you're crystal clear on your purpose, you become unstoppable. Your mind will always try to pull you in multiple directions. That's why gaining clarity is a daily practice. You have to remind yourself of your vision every single day. Write it down, speak it out loud, visualize it, keep it at the forefront of your mind so it becomes a part of who you are. Without clarity, you'll always feel stuck. You always wonder why you're not making progress. You always feel like something is missing. But the moment you decide exactly what you want, everything changes. Opportunities appear. The right people show up. The right actions become obvious. When you commit to clarity, you stop hoping for success and start creating it. Decisions shape destiny. Every moment of your life is determined by the decisions you make or the decisions you avoid making. Success is not an accident, nor is it something reserved for a select few. It is a direct result of the choices you commit to. Some people spend years waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan before taking action. But in reality, life doesn't reward those who wait. It rewards those who decide. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain stuck is not talent, intelligence, or luck. It is the ability to make firm decisions and follow through with them. Indecision is the enemy of success. When you hesitate, you allow fear, doubt, and uncertainty to take over. The longer you delay, the harder it becomes to move forward. Think about a time when you wanted to change something in your life. Maybe it was starting a new career, pursuing a dream, improving your health, or building better relationships. How long did you spend thinking about it before actually doing something? How much time was wasted second-guessing, overanalyzing, or worrying about what could go wrong? Meanwhile, others who simply decided to take action moved ahead while you were still stuck in the cycle of hesitation. The most powerful decisions are the ones made with absolute commitment. A true decision is not just a wish or a preference. It is a declaration backed by action. When you truly decide on something, you eliminate all other possibilities. There is no backup plan, no hesitation, no looking back. It becomes a must, not a maybe. People who achieve massive success in life don't just make big decisions once. They make them consistently. They decide every day to push forward, to stay disciplined, to take the next step even when they don't feel like it. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it through action. Your decisions create the path you walk on. Small choices made repeatedly shape your habits, your character, and ultimately your future. Deciding to wake up early and work on your goals instead of hitting snooze changes the trajectory of your success. Deciding to invest in yourself, to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone. All of these choices compound over time to create extraordinary results. The challenge is that most people allow their decisions to be controlled by fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But what if the real danger isn't failing? What if the real danger is never trying? What if the biggest risk is waking up one day and realizing that years have passed and you are still in the same place because you never had the courage to decide? The truth is, there is no perfect decision. No matter what choice you make, there will always be uncertainty. There will always be challenges. But success isn't about making the right decision every time. It's about making a decision and then making it right. The moment you commit, you find a way to make things work. You learn, you adapt, you grow. But you can't do any of that if you never take the first step. Great leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs all share one thing in common. They make bold decisions and own them. They don't let circumstances dictate their future. They don't wait for permission. They don't ask if they're ready. They simply decide and move forward with absolute certainty. Some people wait for confidence before making a decision, but confidence is not the cause of action, it is the result. The more decisions you make, the more you trust yourself. The more you trust yourself, the more unstoppable you become. The moment you decide to take control of your future, you step into your power. The moment you stop waiting and start acting, everything changes. Action over excuses. This is the defining principle that separates those who succeed from those who simply wish for success. Everyone has dreams, everyone has goals, but not everyone is willing to take consistent action. The world is full of people with brilliant ideas, big ambitions, and great potential, yet very few ever turn those into reality. The reason? They allow excuses to take control. They convince themselves that the timing isn't right, that they need more knowledge, that they need more resources, that they need someone else's approval before they can begin. Excuses are the easy way out. They provide temporary comfort, a way to justify inaction, but in the long run, they lead to regret. The people who achieve extraordinary results in life are not the ones who never faced obstacles. They are the ones who refuse to let those obstacles define them. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They acted despite the challenges, despite the doubts, despite the fear. Think about the most successful people in history. They did not wait for the stars to align before they made their move. They started where they were with what they had and figured it out along the way. Thomas Edison didn't have a roadmap when he was inventing the light bulb. He had failure after failure, but instead of making excuses, he adjusted, improved, and kept moving forward. Oprah Winfrey faced rejection, poverty, and hardship, yet she didn't let her circumstances dictate her future. She took action, she took risks, and she built something extraordinary. The problem is, most people get stuck in their own minds. They overthink, they analyze. They wait for the perfect moment that never comes. They tell themselves, I'll start when I have more experience. I'll take action when I feel more confident. I'll chase my dream when life settles down. But confidence doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Progress creates momentum, and momentum creates confidence. The only way to overcome fear and uncertainty is to move forward despite them. The key is to take action now, even if it's small. Success is not about massive overnight transformation. It's about daily steps, no matter how minor they may seem. The first step is always the hardest because it requires you to break free from hesitation. Once you start moving, everything changes. Action creates clarity. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you get. The better you get, the more confident you become. Many people believe they need motivation before they can take action, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. Relying on motivation is unreliable because there will be days when you don't feel like doing anything. That's why the most successful people don't depend on motivation. They rely on discipline. They create habits that drive them forward, whether they feel like it or not. They train themselves to take action even when it's uncomfortable. Every excuse you make is a step further from your goals. Every time you delay, you reinforce the habit of procrastination. On the other hand, every action you take builds momentum. Action leads to results. Results lead to progress, and progress leads to success. Even failure is better than inaction because failure teaches lessons while inaction teaches nothing. The people who achieve great things are not the ones who never faced challenges. They are the ones who acted despite them. They didn't let fear win. They didn't let doubt hold them back. They didn't wait for permission, approval, or the perfect circumstances. They simply decided that no matter what, they would take action. And that decision changed everything. Master your mindset. Your mindset is the foundation upon which everything else in your life is built. It shapes your perception of the world, influences your decisions, and ultimately dictates your success. If you want to achieve extraordinary things, you must first learn to master your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It can either be your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle, depending on how you choose to harness it. The quality of your mindset directly affects the quality of your life. The first step in mastering your mindset is to recognize that your thoughts are not facts. Too often we become prisoners to our own thinking. We believe the negative stories we tell ourselves. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'll never succeed. These limiting beliefs keep us stuck, preventing us from reaching our full. The truth is, these thoughts are just that, thoughts. They are not who you are. Your true potential is not defined by the doubts and fears in your mind, but by the actions you take and the belief you choose to have in yourself. To master your mindset, you must take control of the narrative you tell yourself. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, start focusing on what you can. Instead of looking at obstacles as roadblocks, start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Your mind will naturally lean toward negativity, but it's up to you to redirect it. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is easy. It means approaching challenges with a mindset of growth and possibility. Every challenge, every setback is an opportunity to learn, improve, and become stronger. The most successful people in the world are not those who never faced adversity. They are the ones who, when faced with adversity, chose to see it differently. They chose to see failure not as something to fear, but as a necessary part of the journey. They chose to see criticism not as a personal attack, but as feedback to improve. They chose to see every setback not as the end, but as a lesson to be learned. The difference between success and failure is not in avoiding challenges, but in how you respond to them. Your mindset is shaped by the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world around you. If you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, you will act in alignment with that belief. If you believe that success is for others, but not for you, you will unconsciously sabotage your own efforts. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. This is why mastering your mindset is so critical. It's the first step in changing your reality. One of the most important aspects of mastering your mindset is developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning. They don't view failure as a reflection of their worth. They see it as a stepping stone toward success. People with a fixed mindset, on the other hand, believe that their abilities are set in stone, and they avoid challenges to protect their sense of self-worth. If you want to succeed, you must embrace the idea that you are capable of learning and growing. This mindset shift is the key to unlocking your potential. Another important part of mastering your mindset is controlling your focus. What you focus on expands. If you focus on what's going wrong, you will attract more of the same. If you focus on what's going right, you will find more opportunities and solutions. Your energy flows where your attention goes. Therefore, it's essential to train your mind to focus on the positive, the opportunities, and the progress you're making, even if it's small. Gratitude is also a powerful tool in mastering your mindset. When you cultivate a habit of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. This simple practice can completely transform the way you see the world and your circumstances. Instead of complaining about what's not working, you begin to appreciate the blessings and resources that are already available to you. Gratitude is a mindset of abundance, and it opens up new possibilities for growth and success. Finally, to master your mindset, you must practice self-discipline. Your mind will often tell you to quit, to take the easy route, to procrastinate, to make excuses. But mastering your mindset means you take control of your thoughts and actions. You choose to stay focused on your goals even when distractions arise. You choose to push through discomfort and stay committed to your vision. Self-discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is what keeps you going when motivation fades, and it is what separates the dreamers from the doers. Momentum creates results. One of the most powerful forces in the world is momentum. Once it starts building, it propels you forward with an energy that seems unstoppable. Yet many people fail to recognize the importance of momentum, and they spend too much time waiting for the perfect moment to start. But the truth is, momentum isn't something that happens automatically. It's something you must create. It's a result of consistent action, no matter how small, taken every single day. Momentum isn't just about making big strides. It's about building a habit of progress, no matter how incremental. When you first begin a journey, it's often the hardest. The first step is the toughest because you don't have any momentum yet. You feel uncertain, overwhelmed, and the task ahead seems insurmountable. This is where most people get stuck. They overthink the process, analyze every step, and get paralyzed by fear. They think that if they don't have everything figured out from the start, they can't possibly succeed. But the truth is, you don't need to have everything figured out to start. You need to start in order to figure it out. As soon as you take that first step, no matter how small, you create momentum. You might not see the results immediately, and that's okay. The key is to keep moving forward. The more you do, the more confidence you build, and the easier it becomes to take the next step. Momentum begins to work for you when you stop waiting for perfection and start taking action. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, makes the next one a little bit easier. It's crucial to understand that momentum is not just about progress. It's also about consistency. A small, consistent effort over time is far more powerful than sporadic bursts of energy followed by long periods of inaction. Think of a snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's small, but as it rolls, it picks up speed, and eventually it becomes something massive. That's the power of momentum. It may start slow, but with each passing day, it gains strength. The same principle applies to your goals. It's easy to get discouraged when you don't see immediate results, but what you may not realize is that the effort you put in today is building the momentum you'll need for tomorrow. The secret to long-term success is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing something every day. When you commit to showing up, even when it feels like nothing is changing, you're laying the groundwork for the future. Think about your habits. Every action you take, whether it's making that phone call, writing that email, exercising for just 15 minutes, or reading a page of a book, is contributing to the momentum you're building. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about doing something consistently that will eventually pay off in big ways. People who succeed don't necessarily have extraordinary talent. They have extraordinary consistency. They commit to showing up every day, even when it's hard, and that commitment builds momentum. Another key point is that momentum works both ways. When you're moving forward, even if it's slowly, you'll attract more opportunities, people, and resources that align with your goals. The energy you put out into the world has a ripple effect. It draws people in, opens doors, and creates more chances for you to move forward. However, when you stop, momentum shifts in the opposite direction. You start to lose traction, and before you know it, it's much harder to get back on track. This is why it's crucial to keep moving, even when progress seems slow. Every small effort you make today is an investment in the future. A powerful way to create momentum is to break down big goals into smaller, manageable tasks. It's easy to get overwhelmed when you look at the entire mountain ahead of you, but when you break it down into smaller, more achievable steps, you give yourself a clear path to follow. Each time you complete one of those smaller tasks, you build momentum, you gain confidence, you feel accomplished. This is what keeps you going. You start to see progress, and that progress fuels more action. The key to creating momentum is not perfection, it's persistence. It's about making progress every day, even if that progress is just a little bit. The more you commit to moving forward, the more you will find yourself gaining traction. Momentum will carry you through tough times, through moments of doubt, and through setbacks. The most important thing is to keep going. The moment you stop, the momentum halts and it becomes harder to restart. So keep taking those small steps forward and watch how momentum will propel you toward your goals.